Well, welcome to the channel, Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, Theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. When you start a relationship, one of the things that we do to ourselves is rush in. I've done it and haven't meant to deceive anyone. You meet people and you decide that you like them and you want to try and build something, but that's no guarantee that things are going to build. Two people can like each other and become a convenience and work that way until they wear each other out or whatever the case might be. Some of these people stay in their relationships like this for 10, 20, 30 years only to get to the end of it and realise they've got nothing to show for it except memories of lust or whatever, and they don't last. If you've gone through high school and all that and you've been popular with the girls, you soon realise that those things aren't what we're designed to aim for. And I thank God for those early experiences in life from primary school up to the end of high school where the girls were they just liked the boys and we liked the girls. That's how it used to be in the old days. And you learn a lot about life in that. You learn quick that girls and things are just a small part of what the big picture is. You've got to have a purpose and you've got to stay on course with that purpose, because the people that you meet when you get older aren't necessarily going to be going anywhere. They're just not going to try and do anything, and they make wrong decisions, they've got bad habits, they're covert with how immature they are underneath, and it's quite a minefield actually, and it can be damaging. So I guess the point of it is, just because you're attracted to somebody doesn't mean that it's going to guarantee a good outcome. And the whole thing is about time. Believe me, it's about time, because these people that are just using you as a primary source, like these predators on the dating sites and things, they're just looking for someone that'll stay around and supply them. How value is your time? A lot of these people are giving up on what they're going to get from life and what they're going to make out of life. A lot of these people are giving up. A lot of these people have made choices that are just sabotage their lives, and they've made these choices not over weeks or months but over decades, and they've got no intention of changing, I can assure you. People don't change their habits once they're past 20, 25, 30. Go to 35, go to 50 and see what you get. And when you get to my age, 57, 60, men don't perform. I'm sorry guys, but the majority of men just can't perform. They haven't lived the lifestyle. They haven't had the passion for female. They haven't kept themselves in good nick, and the ones that can are taken. So that leaves these women in a very vulnerable situation, but they don't care. They'll have sex with the old blokes, the young blokes, whoever they can get their hands on, and whoever will hang around. And they'll consume your time. Proverbs chapter 8 speaks of these times. They don't make the effort. They just get in the door. They keep you entertained. If there's any issues, they don't resolve them, particularly if it's family people. They just let everything fester until you tell them to go away. As soon as you start to show any integrity or any standard or anything positive that's going to help people to grow, these people, they might be fascinated with all that, but underneath they don't want to do it. That's why most of them are where they are. Now, a lot of the women say, well, a lot of men don't do the work, and that's true. There's stacks of men out there that have no intention of bettering themselves physically, mentally, spiritually, or anything. So I wish you all well, you single women. I wish you all well for putting yourself in that predicament. It's a terrible place to be in, where you got strangers coming along that are fooling you and deceiving you, and they can't even perform. My ex-second wife just said, like, there's, all men want is sex, but none of them are able to do it. And I believe her. I wouldn't know, but I believe her. I believe what she says. And I just said, well, I told you, because I know what it's like as a relatively healthy bloke at 57, part athletic. I know what it's like to battle on with your girlfriend to make sure that at least on the physical side of it, you can satisfy her. It's not easy. It takes effort, tremendous effort. That's why when they wreck things and they go, I just go, well, see ya, good luck with that. And 9 times out of 10, they find themselves in a slump, in a mess. Because the options are minimal. Let's just say it. Women are in a terrible mess. They don't know how to manage men. They've been in narcissistic marriages and they've been abused for decades. Somebody else comes along and they just haven't got the chaos and the toxicity that they're used to. But that's where I'm in a category. I'm trying to work out what category I'm in, because I am the rogue. I am the sort of the white pointer type. But I have got integrity and dignity, and I try and be there for my women. But I tell you what, these women, man, they want their cake and eat it too. And it doesn't work like that. They got their children all over them, adult children that are they like children. They're not adults. They're boys in men's bodies. They're all, and I want mummy's attention and all this crap and rubbish, fighting with the mother over the boyfriend. And to be honest, a lot of these women think they can treat you like a pet in a fucking pet boarding house. They just come and visit you at the fucking kennels and get their rocks on and then slip on back to home to whatever's going on at their place. It really is disgraceful. You can't build anything with them, most of them. Someone will come along eventually. But no, they don't want to build anything. They just want their desires met. And that's not hard. I mean, that's convenient if you're that type of person. Wham, bam, thank you, man, and I'll see you at the next one. But trying to build something with these people, it's not going to happen. And you have to act fast. Right? You have to act fast. First sign of bloody love bombing or mirroring you, and you know that they're just saying it to hook you in, leave. Because they are not going to have the duration. You'll see the mask slip off. You'll see their habits come up. They'll try and distance you. They'll try and condition you to their dysfunctional way of living. And you just won't be able to build anything. That's why these people are where they are. They just go through the numbers. They end up with nothing. They get sick, tired. They have illnesses. You're up the hospitals with them. You're watching them kill themselves with their habits and addictions and shit. And these people think they've got, their life in order. It's so far out of order. Their children are all over them. Adult children, not little children, adults in their 20s, 30s, walking all over their mother, and the mother makes them into little husbands and runs. Honestly, it's a mess out there, an absolute mess. And I know it because I've been alongside these women. All I was a puppet to meet their needs. And when you wake up to them and they realise, they bolt. You tell them to go and that's the last you hear of them. 1 minute they're telling you they love you, the next minute they're gone. No, don't be fooled by these chameleons. They will perform where it suits them, where the value is. They'll make out they're the victim and the martyr. They won't admit that they're not performing properly because possibly I don't think they even know how to. Um, you know, I've had well, I won't say, but there's ones where you can't even go to their fucking houses because their grotty little adult sons get jealous and can't stand mummy having company. So they assassinate who you are. Then you don't want to go down near it because it's just too hostile and bloody unacceptable. I've seen them strangle their mothers. My daughter just arrested, she's a policewoman, she just arrested, it's been all over the news, a bloke that killed his father. He was living with his father, always lived with his father, killed him. You know, and then these mothers are getting killed by their sons and damaged and beaten and used, and they spend all their money on them, and they think they're little husbands. They think they're doing them a favour. They're friggin' well destroying them. And these grubs, they don't fit with the men because they've been feminised by these single mothers. Let's just get it out there. These guys are dangerous, man. They're covert in their tactics, and they think you're fucking blind. You know, and you see these women trying to work out what they're going to do, and there's nothing they can do because they've made them that way. They've domestically formed these monsters into what they are. And then they think you're responsible. Oh, why didn't you? Why? You can't fix that crap. You just try and have a relationship with the woman. You got every Tom, Dick and Harry all over it. And she thinks that's right. She should be going, get the fuck out of my relationship, you little pricks, and leave this bloke alone. This is how messed up it is, guys. I'm telling you, it's a mess. You need to listen to this message. They'll love bomb you, they will mirror you, they'll say what you want to hear, and then they'll try and condition you to what suits their timetable. Don't do it, man. If it doesn't suit you, just let them go. They're not going to do any better, I can assure you. They're just going to sit in their misery with their little leeches leeching on them while you get on with your life and live to the fullest. It just gets better. It doesn't get worse. It gets worse for them, but because how are they going to do better if they've had A-grade supply? They're not. I'm telling you, they're not. The choices aren't there for them. They just drug up, mess up, fuck up, and end up wrecked. That's it. Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison out.